Yo, what's up? So basically, today's not playing with bald babies, but rather we are going to be talking about one of the most best games that I have ever played in my lifespan. So I suck at editing, so here's some gameplay, but let's get right into the mix of this. Now, Fallout New Vegas, an old game, but just because it's old doesn't mean it's not a masterpiece. This gem of a game is one of the most unique, complex ways to make a game, and that's what I love about it. Now, I have played every single Fallout game besides 1 and 2, so 3, New Vegas, and 4. I haven't played Fallout 76 because, let's face it, that's absolutely the fucking shittiest Fallout game ever made in mankind. But, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Now, before I go on about how much Fallout 76 fucking sucks and how big of a dumpster fire it was, let's get back to the real beauty, Fallout New Vegas. Now, it was made October 19th, 2010 by Obsidian Entertainment in Bethesda. Now, if anybody knows, Bethesda has, some of the best fucking games out there. We're talking about Skyrim, we're talking about Evil Within, we're talking about the new Doom remakes. Really good games, and I wouldn't say the best in the world, I'm more over exaggeration with those, but I'm more referring to the Fallout and the Elder Scrolls series. Now, Fallout New Vegas, for the time and how it looks and how it plays, really is unique because this game takes a lot of things that a lot of games now don't have. And it's really crazy to me because when I was playing this game when I was younger, I really didn't understand the Fallout games, none of the story, but I still loved it. I mean, I used to play these games, all the time. So for me to come back and play it, I really realized how good of a game it was. If 11-year-old me liked it, I never really played RPGs as a 11-year-old, but I definitely played Bethesda's most popular RPGs. Now, I just finished this game again today. I played it when I was younger, like I said, and I beat it, and I don't remember which ending I got, but I got an ending, and I know that for a fact. Now, today I got the Mr. House ending, which I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to spoil shit, but it was one of my most favorite endings in a game because just to know that there's more options to ending your game or your character's story is very relieving because it gives it more replay aspect. Not only that, I still have side quests to do in DLC, which is 10 times more fun than me going out of my way to play a new game that doesn't have any replay value. There's a lot of games out there that really do this to you. For a big example is Cyberpunk. That game had no replay value whatsoever. It was really just, going back and going to a whole new faction. Cyberpunk fucked all that replay value up. During my playthrough, I did run into a lot of weird situations. For example, that super mutant lady that is in the game. I never got to speak to her. I had to fucking kill her right away because I got requests from a whole other super mutant that was super cool with me, and I had to go kill his ass. But I'm pretty sure you can go talk to that wonderful lady, which is really cool because there's different ways to settle that whole conflict, and I just chose the violence because fuck super mutants. But really, this game has a lot to offer, especially when you're a PC player, because it's very open to modding. I was surprised with how easy it was to mod this game and make it look good and feel good and to get scripts in there. And it was just astonishing how a game so old can be modded to look so modern and good and be so fast. I mean, a lot of people put work into this game till this day, which obviously shows that it is a very, very appreciated game in the gaming community as a whole. Another really, really cool thing I found interesting in this game is that there's certain parts where it was populated by a certain group of people, and those people would have an opinion on you, what the things you do. So for example, if I do good things for the bombers, then eventually I'll be liked, and if I do keep on doing more good things, I'll be idolized. Same thing for the Brotherhood of Steel, the NCR, the Legion, and the Strip, which is where New Vegas is, the main part of New Vegas, the capital, if you would say, of the game. But it really blew my mind with the distance they went to put work into that little minor detail that has a big effect on your story and on your character, because I'm pretty sure if you have like the lowest, like if nobody fucking likes you in that place, they will just shoot you on sight, which is hilarious and just really good game development. So another one of my favorite games I'm going to compare this game to is Skyrim. Now Skyrim is a whole different game, but I see a lot of things in Fallout New Vegas that Skyrim took after. Now, for example, it's the dialogue. The dialogue was really, 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 really unique and really, really, really optional. Because, for example, there is parts in Skyrim where you could make peace and use your speech, and there's parts in Skyrim where you could just go the hard way and fuck yourself over and fuck up a quest by saying the wrong thing. This is the same exact shit that can happen in Fallout New Vegas. Now, Fallout New Vegas had it more polished, I would say, because Skyrim kind of gave you second chances with certain things. Like, if you said something wrong, they wouldn't really take it up the ass and cancel the whole fucking quest on you, or just literally not want to work with you. In Fallout New Vegas, it was kind of like you say the wrong thing and they're done with you. They don't want anything to do with you. They won't ever talk to you. You can't get any dialogue off this person, which I loved, because you could be a complete asshole. You can have the most nicest personality, and if you're a complete asshole in the game, it treats you like a complete asshole by just fucking saying, you know what, you can't do this quest anymore because you said the wrong thing to this person. So that was really cool. And those two games, Skyrim and Fallout New Vegas, really separated how it could work, and it just shows that Fallout New Vegas was ahead of its time. I feel like one of the biggest factors in this game for me is the environmental change, because when you come to a new environment in the game, for example, when you go to Freeside and you see how run down it is, we have like gangs like the Kings, and then we have other people selling illegal stuff, or stuff that's not supposed to be sold. And then when you go to the middle where the Lucky 38 is, and you see there's just a few stage girls, and then the Lucky 38 is just covered by robots, so there's nothing really there. It's just bland, because it's ran by Mr. House in that area. And then you go more into the New Vegas area where you see these casinos. We have like just a basic ass one, and then you walk into this one and you just have a whole bunch of people wearing masks, which is just like, what? It's so like refreshing to come to places you don't know about, and I feel like that is what gives this game such a lively feeling, because you're never gonna get a game that has such good environmental change and a nuclear wasteland. And it's just fascinating to me how you could have a big change in the environment with this game specifically. Now obviously it wouldn't be a game without the gameplay, the fighting, and the story. Now I can't really tell you much about the story because I myself am still trying to understand. That's why I'm still playing it. I finished the main quest, like the whole main story, but I haven't finished any side quests, and I'm still getting around to like what is going on. I might want to explore different options. I don't know if Mr. House is the best ending, so I have a whole bunch of save games just ready to go to like certain places where I know I fucked up. Now, it's really cool when you get a cool gun and you just can fuck everybody up, but you're gonna get to the point in the game where you have the shittiest weapon, and you might think that's the best gun, But no, you're gonna have the shittiest weapon. You're gonna be fighting super mutants with miniguns, and you're gonna run into, you know, the NCR that have like the, you know, fucking snipers and the, you know, the modern SMGs and fucking ARs. You know, you're gonna run into all that, and it's really cool because it gives a big, you know, challenge. You can put on easy mode, of course, but if you have this shit on normal, like how I played it, I'm a pussy. I'm not going to play on hard mode. Dark Souls was too hard for me, and it took me months to beat that shit. I'm not, you know, spending months on Fallout. It was pretty challenging. It was actually a challenge, you know. I would have to walk in certain places with the 10mm pistol, and other people would have a fucking, you know, hunting rifle and just shoot me down on like 4 shots, and there's nothing you can really do about it besides, you know, maybe you can go to different quests, get a better gun, or you can just, you know, find other ways, like throwing a bunch of frag grenades. So I mean, it's very, very, very open to variety of how you play. You know, it's very open, and I love that. The characters on this game is a whole like new kind of species of NPCs. You know, the NPCs on this game are so lively. It's weird to see them walking around doing NPC things, but when you get to talk to them, all of them have unique personalities and unique traits about them, which is weird because, you know, you can run into somebody random in the wasteland and they'll be talking about the most randomest bullshit, and you can help them out with their quest or, you know, their problem. It's really cool, and it's really satisfying to meet certain people because they reward you handsomely. You know, you can get the best weapon in the game by just running into a kid and helping him do something, and he'll give you the fucking best weapon because, oh, he found it in the wasteland and, you know, he had nothing to do with it, no ammo. So I feel like the leveling up feature in this game is actually very cool as well and refreshing, because when, you know, you level up, it gives you a list of things like guns, sneak, speech, unarmed, explosive, energy weapons, lockpicking, and these things have a big, you know, take on your character. So if, you know, you want to give your character 60 speech and 60 sneak, he'll be a sneaky thief. And what is cool about that is that it gives you a lot of quest options when you have the right things. So for example, if you're dealing with the scientist and your science is at 45 and you need at 50 to tell him something that can make, you know, life a bit easier in the game, then you talk to him and it fails, but you have to 50, it succeeds, and, you know, you get that part done quicker because you have that little 50 science. Or, you know, when you're in a little scuffle and you have no fucking guns, the unarmed, you know, feature, it's gonna give you that boost that you have a better chance of beating the shit out of somebody to death rather than shooting them. So it's a big factor in the game. It's a big thing, and I love it because it gives you that push to level up your character in a certain way, and it gives you that push to, you know, have variety in a character. So that's a really good thing. Unfortunately, I don't have any gameplay of me leveling up, so here's a screenshot of how it looks, and, you know, here's a screenshot of some perks. But, you know, it was really refreshing to see this in a game. And if you understand what you're doing and you know what the fuck you're doing on the game, you can have the best character and have no problem doing any quest at all. But if you like just level up one thing the whole game, then you're gonna be stuck for like a long time because you're gonna have to do things the hard way. I could say about 100 more things about this game, but I think I'm gonna leave it off right there. I feel like I did enough for my critiques, and there's a lot more critiques out there to watch. But if you watched mine and stopped by, you know, I really appreciate it. You know, please subscribe, leave a like if you like the video, dislike it if you dislike it. And yeah, I think that's about it. See ya.